Hey you guys, I'm gonna be making some taco bowls tonight, so I wanted to share my recipe with you guys. I'm making about 2 pounds. It's 2 pounds and 25 ounces of ground beef. I am using these beans. You can find these in Walmart. These are so good. They literally taste like homemade beans. So depending on how many people you're feeding, I'm doing about 5 to 6 people with some leftovers. So I'm making 4 cups of white rice. I'm gonna make 1.5 of these because I have half basically left over from last night. I'm gonna warm that up, add this to it. To this, I do add a little bit of water to this packet, just a little bit. I would say like maybe up to here, because these beans are very much like they're thick, so you want it to give you a little bit of like juice or caldo so that you can cover your beans. So just a little tip on that. I don't have taco seasoning, so I had to make my own. If you guys want the recipe that I've followed on Pinterest for the taco seasoning, let me know and I will link it down below. But so far what I'm gonna do to the meat is I always like to season the meat while it's cooking. When I'm doing taco seasoning, I do add that at the end, like once the meat is already cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and add, you guys know, my garlic salt. Just, my stove is a little dirty, guys, so please don't mind that, but we live here and we cook here, right? So it is going to be dirty because I'm always cooking. So that's about right. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my Badia complete seasoning to this. And I have my white rice cooking right here in my rice cooker. Like I said, I do 4 cups of rice. So this is so that we can also have some leftovers for tomorrow, because the kids are going to a Mets game tomorrow and they want to eat before they go, and the hubby and I won't be here, so I'm leaving them some food also made for tomorrow. So anyway, I start to break up the meat, let it cook, just like I do with my picadillo. If you guys saw my picadillo video, I shared my recipe. If you did not see it, go to my videos and check it out, because that is an amazing recipe and it feeds a lot, and it is definitely a money saver. This is also a pretty cheap meal to make, depending on if you get a good deal on ground beef, because let me tell you guys, prices are insane out there. Okay, now you can make this a few different ways. You can put this on a soft taco or on a hard taco shell, but we're using the old El Paso little soft taco bowls. I only have 3 left, so I'm gonna do some like that, and I'm gonna do some on a soft tortilla. Or you can also just eat this in a bowl, white rice, black beans, and this on top. Put some shredded cheese. If you have lettuce, you can throw some lettuce on top of that, sour cream, and you're good to go. So what do you need for this recipe? White rice, black beans or red beans, I prefer black, ground beef, or you can do steak or chicken. I'm doing this with taco seasoning, so you definitely need the taco seasoning, because that is what is going to make this different and make it a taco bowl. You're gonna need shredded cheese. I like to use the cheddar mix or the Mexican mixed one. Sour cream, if you like sour cream. If you want hot sauce, I would say some hot sauce or some green chili sauce would also be good. And that's it, guys. It's super simple. So I will show you guys as I go making it what it looks like. To share with you guys, this is my taco seasoning that I made. I just put it in a little glass container, and I followed a recipe I found on Pinterest. And yeah, so you're supposed to add, it says if you're going to use 1 Old El Paso taco packet, you would use 3 tablespoons of this seasoning. So I'm probably gonna use maybe 5, because I do have 2 pounds. Yeah, it's 2 pounds of meat, basically 2 pounds with 25 ounces. So that's obviously more than a pound. And I believe that the Old El Paso little packets are for 1 pound of meat. So I'm probably gonna double that and do 5 to 6, because I don't like it too spicy. And with the water also, so once the meat is done cooking, you're gonna add, I believe it's a cup of water. I'm gonna check online and see, because again, I don't have the little packets, but I believe it's a cup of water or half a cup of water. You add it so that you can mix it with this seasoning. So I'll show you guys once I do that. Show you guys what I meant. I'm gonna put these beans in here. You guys are gonna see that they come out in a very thick texture. See how it doesn't really have a lot of like that juice? So I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Okay, so you guys can see what was left over from what I poured in the packet. So like I said, I want it to have some caldo or some juice. So I am going to put a nice amount of water. And as you can see, it's just picking up whatever was left over in the bag from the beans. And these beans have so much flavor, guys. They really taste like homemade Cuban style black beans. They're really, really good. And then you just let them cook for a little bit on the stove. But you see the difference that it makes? I heat it up for about 5 minutes on the stove. It warms up rather quick, guys. Now that the beans are boiling, I'm going to basically shut them off. And right before we eat, I will warm them up just a little bit if they need to be. And then here I am breaking up the meat a little more so that it could finish cooking. I do drain, or I try at least to drain any grease that the meat lets out. Okay. So just continue to chop it up, because you want it to be ground beef, not meatballs, right? You guys, now that it is nicely cooked and I drained it as well as I could, I'm gonna add the water. You do need to add 2/3 cup of water per pound. So I'm adding, this is a 1/3, so I just added 2 of that. I'm gonna add 2 more because I have a little more than 2 pounds of meat. So bear with me. Okay, and then I'm gonna start scooping up the mixture. So this is 1 tablespoon. It says 3 of these per pound. So I'm going to start adding that. And I think I may even have to make more, guys. I think the measurements that I made was enough for 1 pound. So give me one. So the recipe that I followed gives you basically 1 packet. So enough for 1 pound of meat. I made a little more of the seasoning. I just didn't put any more red pepper flakes because we don't want it too spicy. So I don't know why I'm even doing this. I should just throw this in there. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so if you follow the recipe that I followed, I don't even know, 1 serving, I guess. If you follow that exact recipe, it gives you 1 serving. It gives you 1 packet, which is enough for 1 pound of taco meat. So double it if you're gonna make 2 pounds, triple it if you want to save some, which that's what I should have done now, but I ran out of onion powder, and the recipe that I followed calls for onion powder. So now that this is all mixed in, all you have to do is let this simmer and cook for a little bit so that all the flavors marry together, giving you that great taco taste. So I will come back once we are ready to eat dinner so I could show you guys how I assemble it. Or if I don't end up showing you guys how I assemble it, I'll show you guys what it looks like after I assemble it. Okay, you guys, so these are the little tortilla bowls. You want to warm them up. I just put these for about 30 seconds in the microwave. You can also warm them up in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put some white rice. So I start off with the white rice first. And of course you can put as much or as little as you want. This is for the hubby. I'm making him 2. So we're gonna go ahead and pack on that rice. Trying to do this with 1 hand is not easy, guys. Okay, let me just put a on this one. Okay, now let's start putting the beans. Let me make a little bit of space here. Okay, so we're gonna put some black beans. First mix them. You're gonna put it right on top of the rice. And guys, this together, I'm telling you, it tastes so good. It's like a favorite here in our house. And it just happens to be that today is Taco Tuesday. So we're making like taco bowls on Taco Tuesday. Okay, so we got our beans on there. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our meat. Let me show you guys what the meat looks like. Look at that taco meat. We're gonna go ahead and add the meat. I'm like making a mess here, you guys. And yes, I did just eat that piece that fell. Sorry guys, I'm trying to show you as I do this. I'm gonna put a nice amount of meat. Okay. Now we're gonna come here. And let's see, let me open up the cheese to let you guys know you can do this on tortillas and just make them into burritos, or you can do like little soft tacos. I've gone ahead and I've sprinkled the cheese because it's just too hard for me to do it with one hand. And now we're gonna go ahead and add some sour cream right on top. Sorry guys, I have such a mess here right now because I was cleaning. Wow, my video got cut off. Sorry guys, I have such a mess here right now because I was cleaning up my cabinets. But there you go. Of course, you're gonna put a fork so that they can eat it with a fork, but you can top it off with hot sauce too. But that is the taco bowls, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I'm gonna try to start bringing you guys a couple of more recipes so that you guys can get better dinner ideas to make. I know that I always struggle with what the heck am I cooking tonight. If you guys like what you see, please hit the like button. Leave me a comment below. Please hit the bell so that you get notified each and every time I upload a new video. And most importantly, subscribe, girl. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and join my little growing family here. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Bye, amigas.
Your belly's all out. Look at that. You look crazy. Here. Oh no. Right there.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Say uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.